biggest crowd we've ever had for January. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it's like the new year happens and everyone forgets that Ice Cream Social is a thing. So this is great. It's like a new decade and everyone remembers. Yes. Thank you all so much for being here. We've got a really great lineup for y'all. If you don't know, we usually sling ice cream at the beginning and then we bring it back out in the evening after the reading, and we beg you to finish it because then we eat it and that's a lot of sugar. But yeah, we kick off with the open mic and then introduce our featured readers. So we'll do that. Yeah. Oh my God. Our first, well, actually, just a little intro. This is your first Ice Cream Social. We do this once a month. We feature women and non-binary writers, and yeah, it's featured readers and open mic. And my name is Anar. Oh my God. We forgot that part too. I keep trying to say my name is Chandra, but it's wrong, so I'm very confused. My name is Anar. I'm Chandra, yes. And none of you will ever get it right now. And that's fine. It's flattering to be called Anar. Yeah. I do bad things when people think I'm Chandra. But yeah, so we're really grateful to be here and really grateful to have this space. Oh my God, we are really silly. We took a 6-week break and we're very stiff. Our first open micer tonight is Paula. Please welcome Paula.
Hey guys. Did not expect to go first, even though I put myself first on the list. I was like, I thought there'd be more buffer. That's okay, I'll just pick a poem at random. I'm Paula. This is my first time here at open mic, so. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna read from my little booklet. I just made a little chapbook of poems, and I printed it out recently, so now I'm ready to read it. Okay, this one is called The Coin. They were like two sides of the same coin, divided by the fear of looking at the other. Two faces face away, each feeling the weight of the other's shadow, pressing from behind. They know they're there, till time grew tired and tossed them out, like an old TV from a window, and cried, "You shall see." They started to tread apart in the glowing dark, feeling the earth's trembling arc underneath their wandering feet, bending back towards itself, where sun and moon both bloomed and the whole world swelled. They wandered far and wide, round the very axis of time, till audacity gripped them by the neck, and they beheld the other in the eye. Thank you. You can take a breath.
Up next we have Gina.
So I'm writing a series of poems told from the perspective of women from the Bible. So yeah, there's a lot of rape in that too. So I'll start with a draft that I'm not super happy with, but I think it's ready for people to hear it. This one's called Hagar. There is no listening now. Now I am nowhere. In the years of obeying, I never considered what I deserved. Payment was never on the table, only my head, and I refused to see what kind of dinner you had set. I told myself, I went to your bed willingly because sometimes I said no and you left. I complied because I wanted to please your God and because you told me I had purpose. I let you enter me and take all of me, all that I had, all that I was, all that I will be. And now you leave me in this desert, this place that is nowhere. You give me and your son, you forget that he is your son. Only bread and water. And even now, I obey and tell you it is enough. Enough, enough, enough. When your God calls you to the mountain with your chosen son, I hope you bash his head in and suffer, and suffer, and suffer.
have our in-house playwright. Please welcome to the stage, Aneesa.
Hello everyone. Okay, so tonight's, I guess it's all kind of dark. So the play scene is called Bookends by the Simon and Garfunkel song, or inspired by the Simon and Garfunkel song. And this one's more of like a dystopian situation. There's a woman sitting in an empty college lecture hall. It's eerie and the space feels much bigger. Woman. Time it was for all of us. I wish I could have told my students that they were going to survive this. Only 35% of the entire US survived the outbreak. The world had just stabilized before the event. There was world peace, most everyone had stopped fighting, and people had started learning the common language that had been ratified by so many governments. What a time it was. It's so easy to reminisce since everything now is so bleak. We're all having to relearn everything. We lived in a time of innocence, a time of confidence. It's so miserable. Very few of us know what to do, and no one really needs universities anymore. So I'm trying to figure out where I fit in. It's time to rebuild. I didn't have anyone to lose, but those who did just have absolutely lost it. It feels so long ago, but it must be only a couple years since it happened. Most things have been destroyed. I have a photograph that isn't of anything I ever knew, but it's the closest thing to a prized possession. The only way to preserve your memories is to write them out. No one has time for that, so I'll keep telling stories as they're all that's left for the people here and those to come after. The woman takes one look around the hall, sighs deeply, and leaves the room. Thank you.
Up next, we have Allyson Whipple.
And I totally forgot this was tonight until I was here. All right, I'm going to read a couple of haiku, and since they are short, I will read like 3, and I will read them twice each. Changing the air filter, finding old dog fur still. Changing the air filter, finding old dog fur still. End of the fall term, even my pant legs fraying in the dwindling days. End of the fall term, even my pant legs fraying in the dwindling days. Sunday afternoon, 2 sinners happen upon a shrine, St. Francis. Sunday afternoon, 2 sinners happen upon a shrine, St. Francis. Scallions push up through the compost, green stalks reaching from decay to sky. Scallions push up through the compost, green stalks reaching from decay to sky.
Our next open micer goes by Girl Made of Water. Please welcome Girl Made of Water.
Hey there. So I'm going to read something that I wrote today, so it doesn't have a title yet. Swelling hips among luscious lips and rolling hills moist and thick, rivers of bouncy brown curls that whirl around valleyed waist, dark curves embrace. Solid and firm, plump and stern, rooted deep of earth, she dances. To a springtime song, heavy and long, of warm wet showers drenching maiden flowers, a soft command of quaking fertile land. Eyes bright and green, with mossy gleam, deep laugh that rings, life bore from its seams. She rocks and waves, rolls and shakes, underneath empires break, unabashed, she dances. And you watch, sweet Demeter, made of ether and pine, goddess sublime, wild and free, your eyes hunting hungrily, fumbling to taste where she roams, to claim its home, to bring life to the barren land in your hand so you can stand proud and loud over a queen so earthly endowed. So with slithering, sneaking, simpering slump and sallow peeking, you'll mosey over, fury reeking with your touch. And she does blush as you grope and prod with heavy hand and rod, red to beat and anger to meet. She bursts in flames at your unwanted embrace, and the fire dances. A burning and contained in your conquered domain, and with rage and rage and rage again, to end the endless flames of vicious night and heinous fright, she yells through visions of periled hell, hoping to quell roaring fire as your blaze conspires to leave her an empty husk and shell. Such sorrow this anguished voice dispels. And once you are gone, the nights are long, quiet and cold for this child made old, sitting still made of stone on winter's throne, and she glances upon perished earth, stripped of worth, brazened and bloodied, beaten and torn. She gazes abashed with icy forlorn at her plundered and pillaged burnt sea beneath sky, and from high she asks you, why? And for now she will sit and stay with frozen dismay and pray for the day that she won't pay for your pain, when she may say, let it rain. But instead she glances, and she will one day rise again, milky moonbeams hidden within icy skin, and with a grin, watch her barren realm, so mishandled by sin, slowly unmeld. Budding blooms lay beneath kingdom and womb, will unsheath from their tomb, she will flourish again at winter's end. A woman reborn through fire and storm, and with swelling hips among luscious lips and rolling hills moist and thick, earth and sea she will command, regardless of land, fury by some desolate man. She will rock and wave, roll and shake, and empires will break. So make no mistake, you will not take the earth from her quake. From sweet Demeter, made of ether and pine, goddess sublime, to whom I do rhyme, for regardless of your crime, she is outside space and time. So while not now, I know somehow she will rise with life in her eyes, bringing forth spring, a tale worthy to sing as she dances.